Hey, how you doing? Some would consider me the symbol of freedom. Yeah, I gotta say, my country is pretty awesome. Freedom, the American dream. But what if I told you that we weren't always so free? It all started back on that dumb island, the country that once took over this land. England? Yeah, England. I mean, they weren't always so bad, and it's pretty nice to speak English nowadays instead of French or Spanish, but still. This is what went down and how we gained our freedom. We were just doing our thing, living peacefully as a colony of Britain, living the life, when all of a sudden, England decided they wanted more money from us and raised a bunch of taxes. Now, we Americans are not very fond of taxes, go figure. They made us pay for stamps that were useless, but it wasn't even the worst part. They made us pay a whole lot extra for tea. We all drink coffee nowadays, but back then we were England's bitch and liked whatever they liked. Boy, we got angry about this. Eventually, a bunch of people dressed up as Native Americans and threw the dumb tea overboard the incoming ship. They were pissed at us. Yikes. The Brits tried to regain their power over us, and all of a sudden, they just freaking shot some people. Could you imagine the outrage? We were pretty angry at this point and decided to do something about them once and for all. We fought, and then finally, the glorious day came in 1776 when we were able to sign the Declaration of Independence, and the greatest nation on earth was born.
What? Well, pardon my French, but that is total bollocks. Now, this is a story all about how my dad conquered America starting in Jamestown. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, and tell you how I became a king for British welfare. In West London End, born and raised...
Wait, isn't this song American?
It all began in 1607 when the greatest country in the world conquered a lesser one. After the major successes of our buddies at the VOC, we got inspired and started to think about the easiest non-controlled country. Obviously America, am I right? So we followed through with our plan and planting the British flag with pride. We started participating in the new hot topics like slavery and such.
But don't forget about New Amsterdam.
Oh, yes, of course. We gave that away to our good friend, the Duke of York. Nothing special.
Burned.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes, ruling like a champ. After a long, easy reign, in my opinion, over this alienated, slightly barbaric folk, we felt resistance coming up. We didn't have a penny left after the war, so we started to put in some slight taxes on our beloved high-quality tea. And for some reason, those caffeine barbarics weren't pleased. And blimey, they had the audacity to throw our tea in the bloody water. Can you believe that? No wonder we pushed back a tad bit. They kind of overreacted, so there we were. Their loss, I'd say, and we pulled our forces out, so they could have their little constitutional country. Nothing out of the ordinary, I'd say, as the Americans claim.
Thank you for asking. New Amsterdam became New York all of a sudden and we got Suriname in return. Pretty good trade, I'd say. Oh, it's not recording anymore.